Hello there, good morning, and welcome to Kate Field on the campus of Salt Lake Community College, where today is Game 1 of the 2A baseball semifinals between the Maeser Prep Lions and the Draper APA Eagles. Hello there, Trevor Allen here with you on KSLSports.com. Glad to have you along for the ride as two teams trying to punch their ticket into the state championship game that will take place on Monday at 11 a.m. here at Kate Field. And coming into today, you've got Draper APA as the number 4 seed, and Maeser Prep is the number 1 seed. So coming up to bat will be Draper APA and right fielder Finnegan Mcvicker. Draper APA in the red with Maeser Prep in the home whites being the number 1 seed. A little bit of a windy morning here in West Jordan, but perfect weather compared to last night for some baseball. And then coming up in our second game at 1:30 will be Merit Prep against American Heritage. Both of those teams will try to punch their ticket into the championship game, as I said, on Monday. And then pitching for Maeser Prep will be Miles Lambert. And our umpires at home plate is Russell Gieman, and Travis Turner is at first base. And looks like we are ready to go. Miles Lambert on the bump. And the pitch. It's a little high, ball 1. The 1-0. It's a little low, and it's a strike. So 1-1 the count now. And the pitch, it's deflected. So we'll go for a strike. So 1-2 the count now. The pitch, it's hit over to left, over at third base, makes the play, and the out. So out number 1 now for Maeser Prep.
Number 10, Hiram Farmer.
And making the play over at third was William Goldbranson. Now up to bat is second baseman Hiram Farmer. Number 10. And it's inside and low for a ball 1. And it's inside again for ball 2. In the 4 matchups this season, Maeser Prep won all 4 meetings, as that one's outside and low for ball 3. So a 3-0 count now for Farmer. A little bit of a hole that Lambert has dug himself into, see if he can get out of it. And that one is inside and low, but enough for a strike. So 3-1 the count. And the pitch, and that's ball 4. So Farmer is on first. And now coming up to bat, the pitcher, Capone Cordova.
Pitcher, number 1, Capone Cordova.
He'll be taking the bump in the bottom half of the inning. And that one is a ball. And it looks like Farmer's trying to still, he'll advance, but it goes foul. So Farmer will go back to first. So now 1-1 the count. And again, Farmer tries to advance. Doesn't get there in time. He gets to second. He's going to third. And he's safe. So now a runner on third. Farmer was able to steal, couldn't get the grab at second, and was able to advance to third and slid in just in time. So 2-1's the count. It was right in there for a strike. So 2-2 now. Runner on third for the 4 seed Draper APA Eagles. And he hits it over to first base and could not get it in time. Oh, did they call it out? I thought I saw a punch there, but it looks like it was not. So that will put Cordova at first. So runner on the corners with 1 out. And up to bat now is Braden Dye, the first baseman. And Cordova is able to steal and get to second base. So 2 runners now in scoring position for Draper. And that one way high. Dye had to duck a little bit. So it's ball 2 now. So 2-0, runners at first or at third and second. And those runners are Hiram Farmer and Capone Cordova. And that one's fouled out behind home plate. 2-1 the count now. And the pitch swung on and missed. So now the count is now 2-2 with 1 out. Great opportunity here for Draper APA to get up on the board on the number 1 seed Maeser Prep. And it's down and it's a strike and he is out. So that's out number 2.
Third baseman.
And things are looking better for Lambert.
Maxfield.
With a couple of stolen bases already. Coming up is number 14, third baseman, Grant Maxfield. The pitch, and that's hit into center field. And it's collected, and Farmer's going to come home. And so is Capone. He's going to try and come home, and he gets there. And now Maxfield's going to second, and he gets there. So that's a two RBI double for Maxfield.
Catcher, number 4, Kason Crafts.
Kason Crafts now coming in. And he hits it over towards third base, and he gets home. Or, excuse me, he ends up getting to first. And Maxfield gets over to third base. Was thinking about going home. So now we have runners on the corners. With 2 outs. And coming up now is number 8, shortstop, Sebastian Malmborg. As the Lions are going to meet with Lambert. Come up with a way to get out of this jam. It's 2 runs scored already with Hiram Farmer and Capone Cordova. And how they got there was a couple of stolen bases.
Shortstop, number 8, Sebastian Malmori.
All right, the meeting's over. And it goes inside and another stolen base. And they tried to get Maxfield over third, and they did so, and that will do it for the inning. So 2 runs on the board, 2-0 in favor of Draper APA. We'll go ahead and take a break here on KSLSports.com.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Welcome back to Kate Field, here on the campus of Salt Lake Community College. The 2A baseball semifinals, game 1 between Maeser Prep and Draper APA. And Hiram Farmer and Capone Cordova both scored in that first inning as they got through almost the entire lineup. And now it is Draper APA's turn to be in the outfield with Maeser Prep coming up to bat. And as I mentioned in the first inning, or the top of the first, Capone Cordova will get the start at pitcher for Draper APA. Thank you so much for tuning in here on KSLSports.com, a KSL Sports Rewind production on your home, your streaming home for high school championships, KSLSports.com. And plenty of action tonight for football as Game Night Live's down in St. George, rewinds all over the state, and plenty more. For full information on where to go catch those games, head to KSLSports.com/stream. But we have this game going on right now, and then we'll have one more game in the other semifinal matchup between Merritt Prep and American Heritage. The 2 and 3 seed will square off at 1:30 here at Kate Field, right here on KSLSports.com. Now, taking a look at some of the numbers for Capone. So we can pull them up here. He's pitched 30 and a third inning. He's allowed 19 hits, 28 runs, all of them earned, with 32 walks and 64 strikeouts. So now coming up to bat for Maeser Prep, Eric Necht.
First baseman Eric Necht.
And it's outside and low, ball 1. That one's low as well, and it's good enough for a strike. Cordova getting a little bit down in the bottom of the strike zone to start. It goes high on that one for ball 2. So 2-1 the count. Bottom of the first. And that goes low for a strike. So 2-2 the count now. And that one's hit deep into right field. And he will get in for a base run. And he tripped over the first baseman was going to go, and now he's back at first. And now he's running to second. Probably should have just stayed, but did they get him out? I think because he tripped over the first baseman. See where they have him go. As Russell Guyman is our home plate umpire. Going over talking with the coach. Which is Waylon McGarry is the head coach for Draper APA. A little bit of a conference along the first base line. It was strange because it was obviously a base hit, and then Necht went to first, was going to go to second, tripped over the first baseman, and then ended up going back home just as the ball was coming over to first base, and then he started going to second. So I think there was a little bit of a miscommunication there with the first base coach. A little bit of a long conference there, and they're going to keep him at second.
Second baseman, number 2, Nolan Larson.
So coming up next is second baseman, Nolan Larson. Number 2 for Maeser Prep. And the pitch, and it's a strike. So 0-1 the count now, with a runner on second. And that one is also a strike. So pretty good spot now for Cordova with a runner in scoring position. Calling a timeout. Looks like a strap is loose on next leg. And we'll be back to action. And the pitch, it's grounded out towards third base, and he gets the out. But Necht's going to head over to third, slides in, so a runner aboard now at third with an out.
Third baseman, number 4, William Gulbrandsen.
William Gulbrandsen, the third baseman, number 4, is up next. And that is a strike. Not a full swing, but right in the zone. 0-1 the count. And the pitch. Outside. And Necht's going to head home. And gets him for the out. Cordova was there in time. Necht didn't get there quick enough. And there's the out. So 2 outs now for Draper APA. William Gulbrandsen will keep batting. And that goes inside for a ball. So 2-1 the count. And that one is outside for another ball. So 3-1 now. And the pitch. And he will walk. Ball 4. And now William Gulbrandsen is at first base. Coming up next is catcher Trace Turner, number 5. He's got some great numbers this season. He's batting a .451 with 18 RBI, 23 hits. And he's got 3 doubles on the year. And they will walk him. Don't want any part of that.
To Turner brings up center fielder number 13, Benjamin Griffin.
So now Benjamin Griffin, the center fielder, will come up to bat. And he gets hit by the pitch, and now the bases are loaded. My, how things have changed quickly for Draper APA. Coming off of a great play at home plate, able to save a run, and now the bases are loaded with pitcher Miles Lambert coming up to bat, trying to get Maeser Prep back in this ball game. And that one goes behind home plate, and everyone stays where they're at. So you got William Gobranson at third, Trace Turner at second, and Benjamin Griffin at first base, with Miles Lambert, the at bat with a 1-1 count. 2 outs and a 2-0 lead for Draper APA. And the pitch, swung on and missed. And that's strike 2. 1-2 the count. And the pitch, swung on and missed, and he gets out of the inning. A pretty big opportunity squandered there for Maeser Prep. Through 1, it's 2-0 Draper APA here on KSLSports.com. Welcome back to Kate Field here on the campus of Salt Lake Community College for game one of our doubleheader of the 2A baseball semifinals. In this game, we've got Maeser Prep, the 1 seed, against Draper APA, the 4 seed. And right now, Draper APA has a 2-0 lead as we head into the top of the second inning. Trevor Allen here with you on KSLSports.com. Thank you for joining us. And Maeser Prep had a great opportunity to get it back into this game.
Ball for Lambert, 22 pitches in the first. And for Cordova in the first 18.
As we get a pitching update, 22 pitches for Lambert, who will take the bump again. And 18 for Cordova, who just had a great inning. Even though the bases were loaded, Maeser Prep had a great opportunity with Lambert at the plate to take the lead, potentially. And Cordova was able to get the strikeout with 2 outs and the bases loaded. So opportunity squandered there for the Lions, who are in the home whites with Draper APA in the red. No, I'm good. And it looks like there was a meeting. Meeting was had. And due up for Draper APA, center fielder Zeke Van Dyke. And I apologize if I said his name wrong. Pitching change? So there's actually a pitching change. So taking the bump now will be number 4. William Gobranson will pitch now for Maeser Prep. So that's what the meeting was about. There's a pitching change. Probably could have taken a break there, but we'll just keep it here. Take in the scenery here at Kate Field at Salt Lake Community College. Coming up at 1:30 will be game 2 of our doubleheader. Merritt Prep will take on American Heritage. The 2 and 3 seeds will do battle. But a little bit of an interesting note, coming into this game, Maeser Prep won all 4 meetings against Draper APA. And so, very interesting to see Draper APA come out of the gates. They were very aggressive, had a couple of stolen bases in the top of the first, and was able to get home off of a 2 RBI double. Branson still getting warmed up. And we've got the 8, 9, and 1 hitters coming up for Draper APA. Oh, excuse me. We'll go to the bottom of the order. 7, 8, 9. Sebastian Momborg, the shortstop, will come back to plate, along with center fielder Zeke Van Dyke and left fielder Carter Johnson. As there's a called strike to start the inning for Gobranson. And swung on a miss. Pretty good start right here for Gobranson. And now the 0-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. 3 pitches, 3 strikes and an out for Gulbranson. So now there's one out. Coming up is center fielder Zeke Van Dyke. And again, I apologize to his parents if I'm saying his name wrong. The pitch right down Main Street for a strike. Taking a deep breath is Zeke. And the pitch. That one's high for a ball. Brings the count to 1-1. One out, no one all. And the pitch. And that one's also a strike. Gulbranson is on fire right now, being very aggressive in that strike zone. Seems to be throwing off Draper APA a little bit. The 1-2, that one's outside for a ball. So 2-2 now is the count. And the pitch. And saying it was a little high for a ball. Looked good though. Maybe just a little too high in that strike zone. And the pitch swung on and missed, strikeout. So that's 2 straight strikeouts for Gulbranson. And there's 2 outs.
The Lions between innings, the new pitcher number 4, William Gulbranson. Moving from center fielder to shortstop is Benjamin Griffin. From shortstop to third base is Gustafson. From right field to center fielder is Jaden Miller. And the new right fielder is Mitch Teeny, number 10. Now batting left fielder number 2, Carter Johnson.
So Carter Johnson is now up to bat, the left fielder. And right now the count is 1-1. Now one's popped up. And it's foul. And that went behind me. And that one is hit over to right field. And they get the out just in time. And that will retire the side. So no points on the board, as it's still a 2-0 lead for Draper APA, as the Eagles will now head out to the outfield. You're watching the 2A baseball semifinals here on KSLSports.com.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch. At UCCU, we'll provide...
Welcome back to Kate Field. As we begin the bottom of the second inning.
Number 11, Porter Bruce.
And number 11, Porter Bruce, the left fielder, is at the plate. As there's 2 balls to start out for Capone Cordova. And now he's facing a hole. 3-0 the count. And there's a strike. So now it's 3-1. Almost through the order for both teams. Well, we are through the order with Draper APA. And Porter Bruce gets nicked by the pitch, and he'll go to first. So there's now a runner on first with no outs to start the inning. In high school, there's 7 innings. There's also a 10-run rule. But from the looks of it, I don't think we're going to get to that. But you never know. Things could change quickly as the head coach, Wayland McGarry, will come out and talk to his pitcher. We'll see if his day's done. There's not a lot of players on the roster, as you would imagine, in 2A baseball. So a lot of these guys are hitting. They're playing in the outfield, and then they'll have to come in and pitch, like we've already seen, with Miles Lambert getting the start for Maeser Prep. And then they made a pitching change going into the second inning with William Gobranson, who had strikeouts in that inning. And they're going to keep him in with a runner on first. And that's Porter Bruce. And coming up now is Jacob Gustafson, the shortstop. And the pitch. And that is good for a strike. We'll see how that conversation went on the bump. And that's a ball one. So 1-1 the count now. Big shout out to the backbone, the heart and soul of KSL Sports Rewind, Vince Francis, for last minute adjustments to be here to help us out here at KSL Sports. You guys can check out their coverage all week, frankly. These guys do it the right way. And Porter Bruce is heading to second, and he gets the out. Does not get there in time for out number 1. Maeser Prep tried to take a page out of Draper APA's book by getting aggressive and stealing bases, and didn't work out for Porter Bruce. Great throw to second. It's 2-2, and now it's 3. Strike 3, and the out. So 2 outs. Now for Maeser Prep. Just not seeming to get anything going right now. And Jaden Miller, the right fielder, is at the plate now. And a called strike to begin the at-bat. And another great pitch as the umpire takes his time to call it a strike. And the pitch, that one's outside for a ball 1. 1-2 the count now. No runners on. Should probably change that on your screen. And now 2-2 is the count. And strike 3, and that will end the inning. Through 2. Draper is up 2-0. We will be right back for the top of the third here on KSLSports.com. Welcome back to Kate Field. Number 5, Finnegan Mcvicker, the right fielder, is at the plate here in the top of the third. And he's facing a 3-0 deficit right here. William Branson is still a pitcher and still, he did really well when he came in that second inning. And he's able to get a strike there, so 3-1 now the count. The pitch, now it's popped up, and the out. Oh, no, he dropped it. Dropped right there, and Mcvicker will go over to first safely.
Second baseman, number 10, Hiram Farmer.
Hiram Farmer will come in now. He scored a run in the first inning. So we're at the top of the order as they try to. Oh, Finnegan Mcvicker thought he was out. When they threw over to first base, he was, and he started walking over to his coach, and his coach told him to get back over to first base. So then they tried to get him out again, and it didn't happen. So he will stay at first. And the pitch, a called strike. 0-1 now. That one's a little high. Maybe not a little, maybe a lot, but either way, got a 1-1 count now. And they try to catch it, Mcvicker stealing again, and no dice there. The pitch, that one goes high and upstairs for a ball. And that one's a strike. That one was a little outside, but must have hugged that corner. And the count is now 2-2 for Will Branson. And swing and a miss, and a strike. Out. Number 1. And that will send Hiram Farmer to the dugout. Coming up next, Capone Cordova, the pitcher.
Number 1, Capone Cordova.
He also had a run in that first inning. And that one's a called strike. Pitch, that one sails past the home team dugout.
Please return all foul balls to the nearest dugout. Thank you.
Now 0-2 is what William Branson's facing. Now he goes high on that one, so now it's a 1-2 count. That one's right home, and for the strikeout. So 2 strikeouts now for Will Branson in the inning. And that's 2 outs.
First baseman, number 7, Braden Dye.
Braden Dye will now come to bat with Finnegan Mcvicker still at first. Pitch is a called strike. 0-1 the count now. And they try to get him out again. And that one goes over near the dugout, and Mcvicker had to get his sunglasses off. Probably could have made it to second. But let's see what, and the umpire is making him stay there. The first base umpire, and that is Travis Turner. 2 umpires in 2A baseball. swing and a miss as Mcvicker tries. He does steal second. They don't get the play, and it goes into center field, and he will stay there at second. So another steal and a 1-1 count for Draper APA. Branson pitched well so far. That one called a ball. That one's low, below the knees. Two. 2-0 lead for Draper APA, trying to add to that with a runner in scoring position, and hits it over near third base, and he bobbles the ball. Mcvicker will still stay at second, but Braden Dye will get on first base.
Third baseman number 14, Grant
2 outs.
Maxfield.
Grant Maxfield, the third baseman, will come up to bat now. Number 14. Draper APA looking strong right now with 3 hits. Maeser Prep has 4 errors and 1 hit. If you looked at this game on paper, you wouldn't be seeing a score like this, but that's why you play the game. And another swing and a miss. Well, Branson looking good right now with an 0-2 count. Trying to get out of the inning. He's 1 strike away. And Mcvicker's going to head over to third, but does nothing as it is strike 3 for Grant Maxfield, and that will retire the side. 2-0 is the lead for Draper APA. We'll now go to the bottom of the third here on KSLSports.com.
2 runners left on base after 2.5.
College wasn't built for me.
It didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Or if my kid had a fever.
Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
I want to take tests when I'm ready.
I want to take courses on my time.
And speed up when I know my stuff.
I want a university that cares about me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of you.
With a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
Salt Lake Running Company is inspiring our community to move with purpose, embrace adventure, and consciously connect to their bodies. Exercise is essential, now more than ever. Take control of the chaos and make time for you. From the gym to the trail, SLRC can help you find the focus to define your finish line. Visit one of our 5 locations along the Wasatch Front or shop online at slrc.com. Salt Lake Running Company is inspiring our community to move with purpose.
Eric Necht is up to bat here for Maeser Prep as we head to the bottom of the third. Trevor Allen here with you on KSLSports.com along with Vince Francis. KSL Sports Rewind production. As now a 1-1 count for Capone Cordova. He's in his 3rd inning now. Next hits it over to third base and see if they can get the out, and they do. So it's out number 1 for Cordova and Draper APA, the Eagles, the 4 seed.
Second baseman number 2, Nolan Larson.
Nolan Larson, the second baseman, will now bat. We're at the top of the order for Maeser Prep. And that one is the ball. And that one's way outside. Ball 2. So now 2-0 is what Cordova's facing. That one's right down into the strike zone for a called strike 1. The 2-1 pitch. Inside, but still enough for a strike. Now 2-2. And the pitch. Now it's hit. Good thing there's a net there, because that would have came right for my face. As Vince Francis thinks that that's funny. I mean, kill somebody else. But that's why we have a net there. And that one is hit, and it is foul. So still 2-2. Nobody on. In the bottom of the third. 2-0 Draper APA lead. The 4 seed against the number 1 seed, Maeser Prep. And the pitch. That one's hit into right field, and that's good enough for a base hit, and it's going to be extra bases. As Larson heads over to second. Will he go for third? I'm guessing he will. Yes, he will. Rounds to third. And he's going to get home for the in-park home run as that went clear to the fence. Draper APA could not get there. So now Maeser Prep is on the board with the in-the-park home run.
Solo in the park home run for Larson brings up the pitcher, number 4, William Gulbranson.
William Gulbranson, who's now the pitcher, but normally plays third base. He'll try and add on to this lead. That one is a ball. And that one is right down Main Street for strike 1. 1-1 the count. That was Maeser Prep's second hit of the game. They have 4 errors in this game. And now Branson's facing a 2-1 count. One goes outside, evens up the count at 2-2. And he'll walk him.
Catcher, number 5, Trace Turner.
The catcher is up, Trace Turner. He was intentionally walked his last at-bat. Gulbranson was thinking about stealing, but it's an 0-1 count for Cordova. And that one is called strike as well. 0-2 the count for Cordova and Draper APA. And strike 3. Went from being intentionally walked to a strikeout. And that's out number 2. Number 13, Benjamin Griffin, center fielder, will come on with 1 on, 2 outs. And that's outside for ball 1. And the pitch. And tries to steal is Gulbranson, and he's out. And that will end the inning. Maeser Prep was able to get a run, so it's now a 2-1 ball game as we head to the top of the fourth. You're watching the 2A baseball semifinals on KSLSports.com.
Catcher, Kason Krause.
Catcher Kason Crafts is up to plate now here at the top of the fourth. Trevor Allen here with you on KSLSports.com. The 2A baseball semifinals between Maeser Prep and Draper APA. As Crafts is now facing a 1-1 count. William Gulbranson is still pitching for Maeser Prep. The second pitcher used for the Lions. And a swing and a miss. Now it's a 1-2 for Crafts. And that one is hit, and it goes right along the fair line. And they call it fair. It started fair and then rolled over. And they actually thought it was going to be called a foul, but well, they did actually call it a foul. Okay, that looked fair for a minute, but that's why I'm over here and the umpire is down there. The pitch. Umpire says it's a little outside, so 2-2 the count for Gulbranson. And that one is hit, foul, and that's heading towards the road. That's the risky run when you have a baseball park next to a major road. There's a chance someone's car could get hit, but it did not. It did not go over the fence. And that one is deflected. And it'll remain 2-2. No outs. 2-1 lead for Draper APA. And that one goes really, I thought that was pretty low, but they say it's a strikeout.
Shortstop, number 8.
And that is out number 1. Sebastian Momborg, the shortstop, will now bat for the Eagles. And that one is hit near left. And 3 guys try to track it, and it hits the ground. So that'll put Momborg with a double. Maeser Prep had 3 guys over there, and the ball lands right in the middle. And Momborg benefits from it with a double. Now up to bat, it's number 3, Zeke Van Dyke, the center fielder, and I will again apologize if I mispronounce the name. Gulbranson facing a runner in scoring position, throws to second, but the second baseman was Nolan Larson was not at the dish in order to get it. So it remains 1 on, 1 out, and the count is 0. The pitch, that one's a strike. A very hittable ball, and Van Dyke knows it. Another play at second, and they get him out. An attempt still, and they get Momborg out. So that's 2 outs now. The count is still 0-1.
Number 3, Zeke Van Dyke.
And that one is a strike as well. Now facing 0-2. And called strike 3, and that will end the inning. Through 4.5, Draper APA has a 2-1 lead. You're watching the 2A baseball semifinals here on KSLSports.com.
The Eagles get no runs on 1 hit. There was no errors and no
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
College wasn't built for me.
I didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Or if my kid had a fever.
Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
I want to take tests when I'm ready.
I want to take courses on my time.
And speed up when I know my stuff.
I want a university that cares about me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of you.
Embrace adventure and consciously connect to their bodies. Exercise is essential, now more than ever. Take control of the chaos and make time for you. From the gym to the trail, SLRC can help you find the focus to define your finish line. Visit one of our 5 locations along the Wasatch Front or shop online at slrc.com.
Lead off the bottom
of the 4th inning here at Kate Field on the campus of Solid Community College
Griffin.
in the 2A baseball semifinals. Capone Cordova still pitching as Benjamin Griffin, the center fielder, is up to bat. And it's already a 0-1 count. Make that 1-1. A low-scoring game compared to both of these teams' first-round matchups. And there's a called strike. One, two, the count. And that one is outside for a ball. 2-2 now.
You know how many innings we play? 7. We play 7.
And Griffin hits it into center field. See if Draper APA can catch it. He does not, and that'll be a double, potentially triple. I think he's going to be stopped at second. Yes, he will. So Benjamin Griffin starts the inning with a double. Now batting is number 10 for Maeser Prep, Mitchell Tingy. He was inserted into the lineup when William Gulbranson was moved to pitcher. So Benjamin Griffin at second. Cordova with the pitch. And that's a called strike. And swing and a miss for Tingy, and that is strike 2. 0-2's the count. As Tingy gets a call from his coach, and another swing and a miss for out number 1. Still one on in scoring position. Number 11, Porter Bruce, will come on. I believe he had a double in his last at-bat. And a swing and a miss on that one. So 0-1 the count. And that one's outside. Well, it's 1-1 with one out and a runner in scoring position for Maeser Prep. Griffin tried to advance to third, but it is a strike. And the pitch, swung on and missed for out number 2. Cordova is still looking good through 4 innings. That one's high, ball 1. And at bat is number 6, Jacob Gustafson, the shortstop. And Griffin's going to third, and he's safe. Looked like a bang-bang play to me. I know that Vince Francis got a better look at that. What do you think, Vince? Yeah, it was safe. And you know what? I'll never doubt Vince Francis. And Dusty, I'm talking about you. Dusty Lister. And there's now a meeting with the head coach of Draper APA. That's Waylon McGarry. Ted Gilbert is the head coach of Maeser Prep. Coming into this contest, Draper APA 9-9 record, with Maeser Prep 14-4. The Lions won all 4 meetings against the Eagles this season, in the regular season. It looks like we're still going to have a runner on third. With a 2-0 count. Now the umpires are talking to each other, and they're still saying safe. So Gustafson will still bat. He's up 2-0 on the count. Cordova with the pitch. Goes inside. And that's a ball. So now 3-0. And the pitch that goes outside for ball 4. And that will send Gustafson to first. So runners on the corners with 2 outs. Cordova now facing Kurt Eric Necht. Pretty tall kid. Goes in, oh, excuse me, that's number 14, Jaden Miller. Excuse me. Still a tall kid. And Gustafson's taking second, and he does. No one even there to make the play. Throws it over to the shortstop. So now facing a 1-1 count. And that one is hit, foul. So now that'll put the count at 1-2 with runners at second and third. And strike 3, and that'll end the inning. Cordova once again coming in clutch. And that will retire this side. Through 4, Draper APA 2, Maeser Prep 1. You're watching the 2A baseball semifinals here on KSL Sports Rewind on KSLSports.com.
2 runners left on base after 4 complete.
College wasn't built for me.
I didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Or if my kid had a fever.
Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
I want to take tests when I'm ready.
I want to take courses on my time.
And speed up when I know my stuff.
I want a university that cares about me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of you.
Salt Lake Running Company is inspiring our community to move with purpose, embrace adventure, and consciously connect to their bodies. Exercise is essential, now more than ever. Take control of the chaos and make time for you. From the gym to the trail, SLRC can help you find the focus to define your finish line. Visit one of our 5 locations along the Wasatch Front or shop online at slrc.com.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
Welcome back to Kate Field on the campus of Salt Lake Community College. Game 1 of our doubleheader on KSLSports.com of the 2A baseball semifinals. 2 teams will punch their ticket to the championship, and right now, Draper APA is looking to get the upset. Coming in as a 4 seed, and they have 2 runs, 3 hits, and only 1 error. the issue for Maeser Prep, who was the 1 seed with the 14-4 record. They have 1 run that was scored in the third, and they have 1 hit and 4 errors. So William Gobranson will still pitch for the Lions. And now batting, we're at the 9-1-2 hitters for Draper APA, and the 9 hitter is Carter Johnson, the left fielder. And he's facing a 1-1 count. And that pitch is hit up and caught by Gobranson for the out. Caught right at the first base line. Now batting for the Eagles, number 5, Finnegan Mcvicker, the right fielder. And that one is down for a ball. That one is hit over to Gobranson. He's running over to first, gets it over to first base for the out. And now that'll bring number 10, second baseman Hiram Farmer, to bat as Gobranson faces 2 outs. Only a couple more chances here to get Maeser Prep back into this thing as they trail 2-1. Winner will face the winner of American Heritage and Merit Prep. Game that'll begin at 1:30 on KSLSports.com, unless this game goes over, which right now it does not look that way. For those of you just tuning in, Draper APA got both of their runs in the first inning with a couple of stolen bases that turned into a double that brought the runners in. And then Maeser Prep got their run in the third inning on a inside the park home run by Nolan Larson. So now it's a 3-1 count. And now it's full. Gobranson facing a full count with 2 outs, trying to end the inning here. And the pitch goes right down into the strike zone and called strike 3, and that'll end the inning. Through 4.5, Draper APA has a 2-1 lead. We'll be right back here on KSLSports.com.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Welcome back to Kate Field. We're heading to the bottom of the fifth with Draper APA leading 2-1 over Maeser Prep.
Number 17.
Capone Cordova still pitching for Draper APA, who are in the red, Maeser Prep in the white. Shout out to the woman who just came up to us, found our stream and shared it with her friends. So thank you for that. And you can catch every single high school championship event on KSLSports.com, your exclusive home for streaming of UHSAA. And Eric Neck, the leadoff hitter, hits it over to second base, and he's safe at first. So a leadoff single for Eric Necht. Now Nolan Larson, second baseman, up to bat, number 2. He had an inside the park home run in the third inning, his last at bat.
Second baseman number 2, Nolan Larson.
And that was a pretty interesting play. He hit that thing in right field, and it went all the way to the fence, and Draper APA couldn't get there. And as you can tell, he seems like a pretty quick runner. And he did just that and was able to get home. And now Cordova facing a 1-0 count. No outs. And the umpire says that was a little high. So ball 2. Trevor Allen here with you alongside Vince Francis. And that'll walk Nolan Larson. So 2 at-bats, 2 appearances at first base now. So that'll put Necht at second. And it looks like we're going to have a pitching change. Cordova's getting the hugs. He's going to call it. They're going to call it. And it looks like they're going to put Sebastian Malmborg up at the plate. So we're going to go ahead and take a short timeout for a pitching change. You're watching the 2A baseball semifinals on KSLSports.com.
College wasn't built for me.
It didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Or if my kid had a fever.
Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
I want to take tests when I'm ready.
I want to take courses on my time.
And speed up when I know my stuff.
I want a university that cares about me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of you.
Salt Lake Running Company is inspiring our community to move with purpose, embrace adventure, and consciously connect to their bodies. Exercise is essential, now more than ever. Take control of the chaos and make time for you. From the gym to the trail, SLRC can help you find the focus to define your finish line. Visit one of our 5 locations along the Wasatch Front or shop online at slrc.com.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Pitching change here at Kate Field. Sebastian Malmborg will go from shortstop to pitcher. And that'll move Capone Cordova to shortstop. He had 81 pitches through 4 innings. And by the way, a big thank you to a family member who came up and told me the proper pronunciation for one of the players, Eric Connect, who is the leadoff hitter and first baseman. So I apologize for that. If there's any other names I do mispronounce, feel free to tweet at me at Trevor A Sports, or if you're at the ballpark, come and tell me. And William Gulbranson hits it into center field, and he's going to get to second. That'll move Connect to third. And now the bases are loaded. Momborg not put in a great spot coming in. This is only the second batter he's faced, and the bases are loaded with no outs. Great opportunity for Maeser Prep to get back into this game. Trailing 2-1, not many more outs left. Trace Turner, the center fielder, is up next. Or excuse me, the catcher. He's not center fielder, catcher. Momborg on the bump.
Now batting catcher, number 5, Trace Turner.
That one goes into the dirt for a ball. That one goes outside as well for ball 2. Malmborg put in a difficult situation, but that's what happens when you come in relief, and that one is hit foul behind home plate. So that will now put the count at 2-1. No outs, bases loaded. Connect at first, Larson at second, Gulbranson at third. And that one's hit right at Malmborg. Couldn't make the catch, but can he make the out? He does, but Connect will still get home, and that will tie the ball game. And there's some confusion here as they're yelling to go tag somebody. But Trace Turner is out at first, so now it looks like another conversation between the Draper APA coach and the umpire. There's people are saying he missed the that Trace Turner missed the bag at first, but I thought he was already out anyway. Either way, got one out.
Shortstop number 13.
And a tie ball game.
Griffin.
And Benjamin Griffin, the center fielder, will bat, and he's facing a 0-1 count now. So runners at second and third. And Larson's in a pickle, and he's tagged out. Now they're going to go try and get second base. So Draper APA is slowly carving their way out of this hole. It was bases loaded with after just one batter faced from on board coming in as a relief pitcher. And now they're able to get third base out with a runner at second. And that one goes into the ground, and that will move Gulbranson to third base. So just to do a little bit of a reset, a lot's happened here in the last couple of at-batters. It's a 1-2 count. It's 2-2 with a runner at third. And that one goes into the ground again. Momborg's got to get the pitches a little bit higher. It seems like he's getting pretty low on those. And Benjamin Griffin, the center fielder for Maeser Prep, is at the plate. Facing a 2-2 count with 2 outs. And that one is low outside, and that's going to send in Gulbranson, and he is safe at home plate on a wild pitch. Momborg is upset with himself, and Maeser Prep now has the lead. So now it's a full count for Momborg. It doesn't get much more difficult than this. Coming in relief for Capone Cordova. And now Griffin will face a full count. No one on. And he pops that one up near third base. And the out is there. And that'll end the inning. Through 5 complete, Maeser Prep with 2 runs in the 5th inning take a 3-2 lead over Draper APA. We'll be back with the top of the 6th here on KSLSports.com.
College wasn't built for me.
I didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Or if my kid had a fever.
Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
I want to take tests when I'm ready.
I want to take courses on my time.
And speed up when I know my stuff.
I want a university that cares about me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of you.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Welcome back to Kate Field. Top of the 6th inning now. Maeser Prep has taken the lead. They were able to get 2 runs in the bottom of the 5th to take the lead, and they have. It's been a wild game.
Right off the top of the 6th inning for the Eagles of Draper APA.
Draper APA now up to bat.
#1.
Shortstop and former starting pitcher. He pitched for 5 innings. And 81 pitches thrown, Capone Cordova. He now hits that foul over into left field line.
Oh, did I? That was the hard part because there was like they were in both directions.
That one goes in. Little inside near the elbow for ball 1. 1-1 the count now for Gulbranson. Each team is on their second pitcher. Gulbranson's pitched longer, though, in relief. And Cordova, his last inning was the previous one. They made the pitching change. And now it's a 3-1 count for Cordova. Draper APA, the 4 seed coming in. Lost all 4 meetings in the regular season to Maeser Prep, but have a 9-9 record. And a walk. Oh, nope, they're saying that's only ball 3. But I thought it was already full count, but it is now. So full count for Gulbranson. Cordova trying to get APA, Draper APA on base. And now that's a ball 4. So Cordova at first with the tying run at first. The go-ahead is at the plate. And that's number 7, Braden Dye, first baseman. And that is fouled. Again, probably would have hit me in the face. I don't know, they're coming towards me and they're not going towards Vince Francis, who's just to my left. But thank heavens for that net. And an attempted steal. Trying to keep Cordova, and now he steals, but it's hit. And Connect gets the catch and the out. So the tag as well. So a double play right there for Connect. Made the catch right at first base as Cordova tried to get a head start to second. Didn't come back in tag. Therefore, there's the double play. Now to bat is the third baseman, Grant Maxfield. So 2 outs, nobody on now. And that first pitch is a ball 1. And that one's heading towards the road, and it wouldn't have got there. There's a little bit of land behind that fence, thankfully, but yeah, that ball's gone. So now it's a 1-1 count. That one's outside for ball 2. So now 2-1. And that one goes into the ground for ball 3. Gulbranson facing a 3-1 count on the bump with first baseman. And hits that over to shortstop. Connect can't get the catch. And Grant Maxfield's able to get on to first. So a 2-out single. Now batting is number 4, Kason Crafts. The pitch. That one's hit also over to shortstop. And the play is made into the ground. Connect gets the catch and the out to retire the side. As we head into the bottom of the 6th, your score, Maeser Prep 3, Draper APA 2. You're watching the 2A baseball semifinals on KSLSports.com.
Salt Lake Running Company is inspiring our community to move with purpose, embrace adventure, and consciously connect to their bodies. Exercise is essential, now more than ever. Take control of the chaos and make time for you. From the gym to the trail, SLRC can help you find the focus to define your finish line. Visit one of our 5 locations along the Wasatch Front or shop online at slrc.com.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Test day's test day. Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of you.
Back here at Salt Lake Community College at Kate Field for the bottom of the 6th inning. Here in our game 1 of our doubleheader, 2A baseball semifinals between Maeser Prep Lions and the Draper APA Eagles. 3-2 lead for Maeser Prep as they are at bat with number 9, Miles Lambert.
Number 9, Miles Lambert.
And he's pinch hitting. And it looks like a timeout by the umpire. Sebastian Malmborg now getting his shot at a clean slate inning. Had to get out of a jam in the last one. Was able to minimize the damage. But Maeser Prep still has the lead. And hits it over to first for the out. Out number 1. And Lambert is retired. Now to bat for Maeser Prep is number 11, Porter Bruce, the left fielder. Pitch down low again. Ball 1. And that one's hit deep into center field. Can the catch be made? And it can. 2 outs. Great play there by Zeke Van Dyke. And that's now 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the 6th. No one on. And now to bat for Maeser Prep. Number 6, Jacob Gustafson, the shortstop.
Now batting for the Lions, third baseman. Number 6, Jacob Gustafson.
And that one is just outside for ball 1. And the pitch. That one is a strike. Evens the count at 1-1. And that one is low and outside for ball 2. The winner will play in the 2A championship game on Monday morning at 11 right here at Kate Field and on KSLSports.com. As that one goes outside as well for ball 3. So now it's a 3-1 count that Malmborg is facing against shortstop Jacob Gustafson. And the pitch goes right to Malmborg with the catch. Great reflex there. And that'll retire the side.
In the bottom of the 6th inning for Maeser Prep, no runs on no hits.
Draper APA with one last chance to tie this game or take the lead as we head to the top of the 7th here on KSLSports.com.
College wasn't built for me.
I didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Or if my kid had a fever.
Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
I want to take tests when I'm ready.
I want to take courses on my time.
And speed up when I know my stuff.
I want a university that cares about me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of you.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Visit MACU.com.
Welcome back to Kate Field. Maeser Prep is 3 outs away from advancing to the 2A state championship game as pitcher Sebastian Malmborg is up to bat to lead off the inning. William Gobranson still pitching after coming in relief in the 2nd inning. And the pitch hit foul. So now it's an 0-2 count. And called strike 3 for out number 1. 2 outs away for the Lions.
Number 3, Zeke Van Dyke.
Zeke Van Dyke coming up to bat. He's a center fielder. Trying to save the season for Draper APA. 3-2 lead for Maeser Prep. Gobranson on the bump. And that one is wild. Pitch goes down in the ground. And that's a ball. One 0 the count. And that one is hit high. And a fan tried to catch it. Sounded like it hurt his hand. Vince Francis looking out for me. Appreciate it, Vince. When he can just walk into that. Oh, is that what I have to? Apparently, I have to protect the computer now. Yeah, you definitely got to save the goods. Without this computer, there would be no broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. And another one that's hit. That's going to hit the top. Well, it looked like it was going to hit the top of this tough shed next to me. So now, facing an 0-2 count. I thought there was a ball in there somewhere, but I guess not. Two fouls. One came pretty close to me. The other one went over this shed that's next to me. And ball one. 1-2 the count. No one on, one out. And another one hit foul. Zeke Van Dyke really giving the fans around here something to do. Go chase the foul balls. And that one is a called strike. And that's out number 2. 1 out away for Maeser Prep. Trying to punch their ticket to the state championship game on Monday. And trying to prevent that is number 2, Carter Johnson, the 9-hitter and left fielder. And he's facing a deficit now, 0-1. Count evened up now at 1-1. Gulbranson trying to close this game out. Now one's a swing and a miss. And now they're down to one last strike. Barely makes contact, as that now goes foul. Draper APA jumped out to a 2-0 lead in the first inning, and then Maeser Prep added a run in the third on an inside the park home run, and then added 2 more runs and took the lead in the 5th inning. And now they're trying to punch their ticket to Monday's title game, and they will face the winner of our next game, Merritt Prep and American Heritage. The 2-3 seeds facing off. This is the 1 seed, Maeser Prep, and the 4 seed.
84.
And they're checking on the pitch count for Gulbranson. He's up to 84 pitches. If you hit a certain amount of pitches, you've got to take a few days rest. That's why the pitch count is very important, especially when you hit in the playoffs. So Carter Johnson back to the plate, facing a 1-2 count. 1 strike away as we play 7 innings in high school baseball. And that one is grounded near the pitcher. Gulbranson over to connect. And that's it. That is the ball game.
For Draper, APA in the top of the 7th inning. No runs on no hits. No errors left on base. And that's your final score.
Maeser Prep will head to the state championship game where they will face the winner of American Prep and Merritt Prep, which will begin at 1:30 here on KSLSports.com. For Vince Francis, I'm Trevor Allen. Thank you so much for tuning in to 2A baseball semifinals. Again, tune in at 1:30 on KSLSports.com for the other semifinal. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. Signing off here at Kate Field. You've been watching the 2A baseball semifinals on your exclusive streaming home for high school championships in the state of Utah, KSLSports.com.